Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to take a quick look at another interesting attacking game played by the 8th world chess champion Mikhail Tal. His opponent is Georgian FIDE master Dmitry Gedevanishvili, and the game was played in 1970 in Georgian port city Poti. In this game Tal had white pieces and he opened up with e4, to which Gedevanishvili answered with Alekhine defense, e5 knight d5, knight c3 e6, d4, knight takes c3. Actually, moving back the knight on b6 is better, and the problem with this exchange of knights is that this is allowing white to set up a very strong pawn formation, which gives white great attacking chances, something which we will see in this game. Meanwhile, black undermined white's center with d6 and c5, after which several exchanges followed and bishop b4 check. Another inaccurate decision by Gedevanishvili, keeping alive this dark squared bishop and putting it, for example, on e7 is better. Later the bishop can be very useful when organizing the defense, but instead we see bishop b4 check, bishop d2, queen a5. This is a loss of precious time. At least it was better to go for the exchange in here and then play bishop d7, castle as soon as possible, and play bishop c6. Instead we see queen a5. Here Tal played bishop d3, and soon this bishop on this b1 h7 diagonal will play a key attacking role. Tal castled kingside. We have a semi-open f-file which Tal will also use when organizing his attack, and finally an exchange of dark squared bishops on d2 followed. Of course the pawn on d4 is untouchable because of this knight c4 followed by knight d6 check. That's why in here black played queen c3. Already black wants to win this pawn with the check, that's why Tal protected it, and at the same time Tal is putting his rook on an attacking square. At any moment the rook can join the attack from the fourth rank. Still, this knight takes d4 is not good, because this time knight e4 can be very unpleasant for black, and then knight d6 check. That's why finally at this point black castled kingside. King h1, a useful prophylactic move. White is moving away this king from the g1 a7 diagonal, thus in future preventing any unpleasant checks. Knight e7, knight e4, queen b2, rook b1, queen takes a2. There we have it. We reached the critical position and already everything is ready for the final blow. Please pause the video and try to find Tal's next moves. Ready? The combination actually asks itself to be played, and there comes knight f6 check. This queen on a2 is out of the game, the rook, the bishop are undeveloped, and there are not many pieces which can guarantee the safety of this king. All black could do was to accept this piece sacrifice, after which another heavy blow followed, and we have bishop takes h7 check. I just can't understand, guys, how could Gedevanishvili allow an attack like this? Why on earth should someone come after a pawn on a2 when your king is in danger? Moreover, when you are playing against Mikhail Tal, and he was not even concealing his intentions, you know. He was just putting his pieces on attacking squares and was preparing the heavy blow. Meanwhile, you're grabbing pawns. This is silly, guys, and not a game which a FIDE master should play. Now if you accept the bishop sacrifice, then the queen can join the attack with a check, and then rook f1, and now black king is in a mating net. This rook h4 is the threat. If here, then this time it takes f6, and then the checkmate will follow very quickly. In the game black played king h8 and rook h4, and now already a discovered check can be a nice threat. For example, if bishop d7, it takes f6 is winning faster, but we can play here, and then rook sacrifice can follow. Yeah, and then this queen is coming, and if king g7, then rook h7 check. Yeah, this is a total destruction, guys. So in the game king g7 was played and queen c1. still keeping an eye on b1 and at the same time eyeballing on h6. Knight g8, and after bishop takes g8, black resigned. If king takes g8, then rook b3. Yeah, very nice move. Finally, the last piece is also joining the attack, and black king is getting checkmated. And at this point, the shortest winning line starts with rook h8. This allows white to mate in 3, after which white queen is jumping into the game with a check, and then rook g3 checkmate will follow. This is it, dear chess lovers. Hope that you enjoyed this nice attack by Mikhail Tal. And on the other hand, of course, I'm very disappointed how badly Gedevanishvili played this game. He just failed to put a resistance, you know. His position went down very quickly. In the end, a chess puzzle for you, where the task is to find the winning line for white. As usual, we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Feel free to check out my early uploads as well. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.